Now you're playing tonight at Laneway. What's Laneway been like for you? Because you played in Detroit and you've also got Australia on the cards too.
Yeah, we played 2 days ago in Singapore.
Yeah.
And yeah, it went surprisingly really well.
You guys played in Detroit as well. There was a lot of hype to kind of see you guys there. Have you played much in the States?
Yeah, a lot. We did. We started with CMJ, so it was a year and a half ago, and almost. And then we did a few tours where we did Coachella, and then a tour in the West Coast at that time, and then we did a tour in July and a tour in September. 6 weeks in September. It was great.
Obviously, you're from France and the London-based band. What's it like kind of bringing that sound to someone like the States, where it's obviously quite exotic to them?
Well, I'm from France, but I live in London, and I've been living there for almost 10 years now. As a French person, though, it's quite amazing to be able to get out of France. It's always been a dream of mine, and I mean, to do music and to be able to travel and have an album that is kind of known internationally. It's something that French people can be proud of, you know, like in a way.
I guess we have a similar thing in New Zealand, kind of. We have our own music scene, but it's not often that it gets to kind of go international.
Yeah, that's the thing, which probably for a UK band it's a bit more obvious.
Yeah, the States and the UK kind of have the luxury of being the main centres.
Yeah, and I think there's a lot of great music outside of the UK. And when I moved in the UK first, I was quite young, and I was quite completely disenchanted by the scene there. I thought it was going to be amazing, and there was a lot of crap bands, and there was a lot of really bad venues and really derelict conditions. And I thought it was going to be this artistic place and with this amazing community of musicians and this amazing music, and it wasn't at all. And so, but then you spend years, and I mean, you know, time, and you play a lot, and you meet the right people, and then, like any place, you know, and then there's a community of musicians that is gets interested in what you're doing, and then it gets interesting.
When I'm listening to your guys' music, there seems to be kind of a kind of political tone to it. Is that something that you guys do as a statement, or is it just something that you're just expressing as who you are?
I think everything's political, but not in the sense of politics. I think you walk down the streets, you're kind of a citizen, and you're supposed to. I mean, even on stage, I think everything you do on stage, you know, represents how you see life, how you conduct the choices you make, and what kind of person you are. And I think people can feel that. And so I think there's definitely a responsibility when you're doing, you know, that job. And I mean, I consider music as an art, and I think art is a reflection of the world. You're supposed to talk about what you see, and without any filters. And there is a desire to maybe have an impact, if possible, on people's perceptions and lives. And you know, music for me has always been a means for emancipation and education. When I grew up as a teenager, music really helped me, and so I think there's a dimension. Like you can find that in hardcore scene, for example, you know, where you know, music is perceived as a means for education and for getting out of your shit conditions, and you know. When
you guys go to record the album, are you thinking about how it's going to translate live? Because you are kind of performing it live, or are they two very different creatures?
Well, it was the opposite. Like we started as writing songs for live,
and then you ended up recording them.
Yeah. So it was more like the recording was trying to recreate the live intensity, you know. But now I feel that the live has gone even beyond that.
Yeah, it's kind of the same exact.
Because we've extended some parts. I've added some spoken words, and we've added some subtext.
Where does the future hold for you guys? Like, where are you guys going from now? You album released last year.
Yeah, well, we're going to finish the tour in April. We finish this tour, we go to Europe again for 3 weeks, and then Brazil, and then it's over. And we started writing again actually in January, and it was really nice. And
is there any new direction or any new collaborations?
No,
or anything?
I think it's going to be pretty much what we are, and just the continuity of the first record.
Oh, well, I can't wait to hear it, and all the best for 2014.
Thank you.
And thanks for spending some time with us, Jehnny.
Thank you.